Drinking jet fuel. Bathing in jet fuel. Washing undertakes in jet fuel. That's what's wrong with that. I love the smell of jet fuel in the morning. I can subscribe. Alright, man. Load your weapon. Drop your weapon.
How's it? Shh, out there. How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel.
Maybe my comm link is broken.
Okay. Alright. Oh, man, that looks terrible. How does that happen? Okay, we're gonna go OBS. Hold on a second. I just can't fix these. Something doesn't look right. Too much this, too much that, too little this. And then I adjust it, and then the light goes. Okay, already. I adjust it, and the light changes. What's wrong with this thing? Anyhow. Yes, it is Thursday. It is February 3rd in the year of the tiger, year of the black water tiger, because it comes out of the water. The tiger was supposed to be the first in the zodiac sign. Let me out of the water. I'm going to be the first of the zodiac sign. But was beaten to the punch by the year of the rat. The rat was out first. I was here first. Hey, the stories go on and on. Okay, today there's a sad thing where in the headline, let me get this. Yes, the Navy is going to, thank you for your patience. The Navy is going to appeal the state's emergency order to move. They don't want to move out. Basically, they just don't want to move. They just don't want to do it. Today is also movie day for me because I'm going to go to the movie later on with my friend. The one that's, Sudoku. So we're going to go... You're going to see the slasher movie. Scream. So we guys are going to go see that. So I'm going to drive to the other side of the island. So, well, that side. The windward side. And the big news... No, you're not going to... Well, it was kind of breaking news. They killed the leader of ISIS. The current ISIS leader... I don't remember his name. I never even knew it, I don't think. But they went with special forces, just like they did Osama bin Laden. They went with special forces. They surrounded his little building. It was like a 2-story cement-like building. They went inside and were getting close. And he just went, beep, blew himself up. The top, the second floor of the building's all blown up. Him and his family, so wife and kids, and whoever else was there. But this is the top ISIS guy left over from the previous ISIS people and is responsible for this tons and tons of the ISIS operation stuff. I mean, even Taliban is afraid of ISIS. Is kind of I've heard, and it's just all kooky, messed up. And the meanwhile, I don't know. Welcome to February. Like and subscribe. Oh joy. Like and subscribe. Because something's gonna happen sometime. So let's look at the paper today, though. Oh, as soon as we can find it. Thanks. You first put this thing up there first. There it is. Okay, so here it goes. The feds clash with state over order. Okay, so when its most recent iteration of leaking, it leaked into the Navy housing and surrounding areas. Also, it leaked beyond that because of old pipes feeding into neighborhoods that aren't Navy housing. But all those Navy housing people still aren't at home in their thing. So the state put an emergency order, and then they were like resilient. Oh, resilient. They were resistant to go to that. And then they, in a court, they took them to a court thing, and they went, okay, out of abundance of caution, we stopped pumping the water. Because that was the first thing. They stopped pumping the water out of an abundance of caution before they actually had to. And then the state emergency order says they have to drain the tanks. Now, a little later, which is now, they're going to take that into federal court. Okay? So here's this. Feds clash with state over Fed order. So the federal government is taking over Hawaii. It's taking Hawaii to court over its emergency order requiring the Navy to drain its massive underground fuel tanks at Red Hill. So it's really about the draining of the tanks. Because when you get the fuel out, it is over because they can't reapply for the permit for that kind of thing without going through all the safety inspections. So the Hawaii Department of Health, which is now on the state of Hawaii side, issued its emergency order after the November fuel spill. So that displaced all the people. And this says it has to adjust the safety of the facility before permission. And then contamination as well as dozens of leaks over the decades. Exactly. They should emphasize that. Dozens of leaks over decades. So it's significant threat to human health. Now, the U.S. Department of Justice, now they're the opposing side now on this, said that the Navy acted because they're flushing, they instantly went into flushing the pipes or something. And they're probably going to try to say, it's okay now, we're all good, business as usual, back to normal. We flushed the pipes, and tried to downplay it to that. And they're going to argue that that is sufficient and they shouldn't be forced to drain the tanks. That's basically the gist of it. And so the Navy, using the Department of Justice, so now it's like USA versus Hawaii. This is what it's like. This is the court. But, and, back in 2014, don't forget, 27,000 gallons were belched out of the leaky tanks. And there's just so much. The U.S. government hopes to resolve its differences. So the Department of Justice is like given all this wording. Oh yeah, we'll resolve our differences. And we're just filing this because there's, for the state of Hawaii, there's a 30-day deadline for appealing. So they're going to appeal it. So they're going to appeal it in a federal court. And they're saying, well, we're just doing this out of abundance of caution. Once again, there's this phrase, abundance of caution, which is too much of this leeway thing. So out of abundance of caution, we're going to do this little thing. So we're going to ignore the state emergency order to drain the tanks. We're going to ignore that because out of abundance of caution, we already flushed the toilets twice and sort of thing like this. There's ongoing good faith and senior level engagement in the department. It's a good faith. So right now there's not really good faith going on because there's a massive, dangerous fuel leakage that's been going on, and it's above the drinking water of Honolulu. So the decision to appeal the emergency order infuriated, of course, the state leaders. So they're like, "What the heck?" So once again, despite claiming again it would comply with the emergency order, it's doing something so it doesn't have to comply. So they say one thing and do another as well. Now it says it. This says about the aquifer. Okay. So this says it's trying to use federalism, which our country was founded. You know, the federal courts are superior than the state courts, and they're saying no, the state courts, not the federal courts, interpret the state laws. And so down at the bottom here, this is what you want to do: abundance of caution. Abundance of caution, bungees of cat irons, bungees of bungee of caught on. Attempted the Navy fuel. Okay, so here's where is it? Down here. Here it is, right here. The Navy projects that the assessment will be complete in 3 months. So, and of course, the protests go on. So basically, it's doing something. It's pulling a court thing. It's delaying up 3 months to do that. It's just audacious. They're probably going to be found. I'm sorry, you can't just. But back in the day when everything was fine and no one knew that those tanks were there in 1973. You know what that looks like? That looks like Puno School. High school. In 1973, State Agricultural Department officials are sad to see some of the exceptional workers go as the public employment program for summer youth comes to an end. The youths replanted the department building's patio in addition to other jobs. So they're gonna the volunteer youth. They get the football players. Hey, you can make the freaking fountain. Yeah, thanks, eh? Oh, we gotta go now. Oh, we're sad to see you leave because you're all volunteers. Thanks a lot, eh? Nice fountain. All right. Yay. What else is going? Gung fat choi. Even it says it's K, right? Like it's in Kung Fu. It's G. Pronounced like gung fat choi. Just so you know. In case you like that stuff. Pagans. No, we're big on Chinese over here. Totally. So, gung fat choi. Now, meanwhile, in the Ready or Not, the Winter Olympics are here. Is that the mascot? Holy hell. It's a Pez. That's what came out of the UFO Pez. The aliens look like a panda, shaped like a Pez. And, I don't know, what the heck is that? What do they call those things? It's not the thing. It's just, I don't know, rocket sledding down. I don't know. It's insane. Why do they go feet first? Well, I guess it's better than head first, right? Sign of the times. Okay, we got Coach. Sign of the times. Hey, Coach Timmy Chang. Timmy. It's Timmy. It's Coach Timmy. Sign of the times. Coach Timmy Chang has a plethora, of scholarships in order to offer, and he feels he can improve the roster. Hey, give him a pocket full of scholarships and send him on his way. Go recruit some good people, eh? Free tuition for you guys. As long as you make our football team win. That's all we care. Football team win. Then, I don't know. The big game's coming up, football. But it's all, what is this? It's like wrestling? No, it's basketball? Bo's willing to get dirty. He turned basketball into wrestling. Gosh. But they won. There's a basketball in there somewhere. Looks like attempted half Nelson and a one single leg ride and a half Nelson going on. Okay. Now. Please work. It shall work. Let's see if our thing has. It's not gonna work. Okay, time for reload. It's story time as this reloads. Oh gosh. Okay, is that sure loading? I don't know. We're gonna go see a movie. I'm gonna go drive over that side, see a movie. I tried to get him to see these other movies, you know, like Spider-Man. I didn't see that one. I didn't see any of these movies. The ones with all this effects. Spider-Man looks a little goofy. And you know, Doctor Strange was in it, though. I wanted to see Doctor Strange. And why is this so... What happened here? Oh my god. I can't believe I'm going to be doing this. But this it's just like totally saturated. There, how's that? Is that better? I don't know. The lighting changed and I think these cameras are sensitive to the kind. They try to be automatic. So the light changes. Let's go to the other one. There it is. Okay, we're back. It tries to automatically adjust and then... Oh my gosh. And of course, don't forget Russia and NATO. It's not even NATO. It's like NATO in name only right now. They're like, we'll give you guys some helmets. I think Germany sent them. Germany part of NATO, right? And sent them like helmets. Here, have some helmets. We're good at making those. Have some helmets, but not any. And so it's really kind of U.S. back, the same NATO thing. Let the U.S. do all the dirty work. I don't know. It could get into a grungy kind of thing, much like Yugoslavia when Yugoslavia broke up into its civil war, and then they sent what do they call them? Eiffel, some NATO alliance of different different militaries. Was it I4? I don't know what it was. I forgot. I was in Yugoslavia. I guess this tries to... Okay, here we go. I was in Yugoslavia before, like a year before. It was like, that's a story. But I was in there on a church tour group, no less, before their civil war. Okay, we're gonna just pick one. Oh, what doctors in this? I don't know this. Okay. Tow windsurfing bill would increase danger. Tow windsurfing. Monacan Summit should benefit everybody. Build the TMC telescope. Reduce ban them statewide. I don't know what their thing. More doctors. Support Iggy's efforts for more doctors. More doctors. More doctors. Every single firework out there, aerials was illegal. It's like a giant crime spree. It's like, okay. Oh, Hawaii Democrats giving my dark money. That's what they are. That's right. Yeah, we know now. Hawaii Democrats driven by dark money. In this past year, it was obvious to the Democrats who dominate the legislature, ever since it was the state of Hawaii, are most interested in pursuing personal vendettas and promoting business developer interests, like allowing 40-year state land leases extensions without competitive bidding. Site article May 5th, last year. But this is an election year, so now they make a big show of caring for the common people, like finally raising the minimum wage. But $12 per hour is a joke, since most workers already make more than that. Don't expect support of a living wage from this mostly Dino bunch. They're either dinosaurs or Democrats in name only. The problem is Democrats are the only game in town, and therefore targeted by much dark money. Many bills, tremendous support, and public testimony have mysteriously failed, with suspicions falling on hidden efforts of highly paid lobbyists. The House and Senate Finance Committees are the final stops, and they're notorious as enforcers of the inevitable status quo by often killing popular bills even though they have virtually no financial impact. David Leakey, Kaneohe. I don't know. I think that the minimum wage was over a certain amount of time or something. Minimum time. I think the minimum wage is supposed to increase over incremental time, and I don't know, there's all kinds of stuff with that. But there's something should have been done about that, because I don't know, this is like exploit the workforce. Pretty soon everyone's going to become Marxists. Just don't read Karl Marx. We're good with cheap labor. Jesus. And I don't know, this guy has Dino because Trump's criticism of Republicans that don't agree with him is that he says they're Republican in name only, Rhino. And then they scurry off to prove that they're Trump loyalists. So now he's trying to use this one on Dino. Reno and Dino. Reno and Dino sounds like some type of Vegas thing. Anyways, time to say goodbye. Aloha. Have a happy day. See scary movie. Make you feel happy. Make you feel safe. Because it's not so bad like the scary movie, yeah? Feel safe. Watch the news. Oh, don't watch the news. Oh no, what can I do? Look at the ocean, so calm. Oh look, sunrise. I feel breathe deep, fresh aloha. Go away now. Oi.